Warning, this video is not suitable for all ages. Viewer discretion is advised.
Let them know we not breaking YouTube guidelines. This is only for entertainment and educational purposes only.
Well, say that. What's happening? You tuning in to another episode of Say That 420 Buds. Yeah, this episode, we wrapping up our 4x4 grow. Coming in, giving the last update of these ladies. Also chopping them down. This is day 1 of week 8 for these ladies, and a couple of them, was suggesting to take them to week 9, but looking at the trichomes on them, they're right where I want them to be, so I'm going to harvest them. So we're going to get to that here in a second. But we're going to start off with a different intro today. Or this time. If you want some nice genetics and you want to get it in before they get that band going, and you also want to support the channel, go and hit up Seedsman and use my code Say That. Yeah, that's seedsman.yum. Yeah, I mean, and help your boy out. Say that. Also giving a shout out to all my new subscribers that just joined in. Hope you dig the content. Leave me a comment. Let me know where you from. If you got a channel, let me know so I can follow you back. And welcome in. Say that. But with no further ado, let's get in here and let's check out these ladies. Now, if you know, I'm running 3 feminized or 4 feminized plants in here in 5-gallon pots, and we're gonna give you a quick rundown. We have in here also the environment they're in, starting with the fans. I have 1 oscillating fan, and over here we have another was an oscillating fan, but it done broke. Got to get that fixed. And then at the lighting, we have Vivo Sun. I think it's FS 300, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I think I might got that right this time. But yeah, that's what we powering these ladies up with. And these ladies here, we're going to start over here, as y'all know, with this side right here. Say that. The front one is Zitto's Glue. The lady behind her that you see poking up is Strawberries and Bananas. They're from Canuck Seeds. And these beautiful gals right here, over on the right, there are Ice Dream Cake from Seedsman. And I can't lie to you. I can't wait to smoke them. But at the same time, I'm most ready to smoke the one in the back more I am the one in the front. But I like the fading that the one in the front gave me more than the one in the back. But if you ask me which one is my favorite in the grow, I'll say the one in the back, which started off in the front, which is my pheno number one. Uh, Give me a second. I'm gonna get you in here a little closer. Show you these ladies. We get you off the tripod right here real quick. Get you up here a little close. Now, as you can see, with this lady right here, she faded out and got more of the purple in the leaves, more down in the fan leaves. She started off a little late with the fading, but she just exploded off. Also, she was the one that was the short, bushy plant. And she kind of disappointed a little bit, but not much. The buzz is real dense all the way down, but they're a little larfy and popcornish. You know, it's not bad for decent smoke. Also, being able to get good dense buzz all the way down. You know, I'm not going to complain on that part. Normally, my buds be larfy, leafy type little buds. These are solid, dense type little popcornish buds on them. Excuse the camera work. The one right here, which I told you is my favorite pheno of the bunch. As you see, she got some fading in her leaves, but not much as the one up front. But she also grew bigger. She got a little bit more taller, if you can see. Let me back you back. You can see the two. She got more taller. Also, she has the bigger buds on her, more of the fatter nugs, and she's dense all the way down with thick nugs. That's why I say I like that one right there.
Well, say that. My bad. Mic kind of went out on me. So, I'm going to have to continue with this voiceover. Sorry, it's been minutes since I put out a content on this tent. But, right now we're looking at our Zittles glue. And the grow didn't really disappoint too much. It could have been better. As you can see, the fading of the leaves right here. It's more of a sulfur issue. That's what it's suffering. Didn't quite know at the time, but make sure I pay attention next time and get that dialed in right. But it has a nice little smell to it. Not too bad. The one in the back here is my strawberries and bananas. Although it's not really giving me strawberries and banana smell. The buds are somewhat densey. You know, they stacked up in here though. We can see the dead leaves down here, removing a little bit of them, which I should have did more of the defoliating that I didn't do. So I will have to make sure I take care of that for this next grow. But overall, I mean, it was a pretty decent run. I didn't get the numbers that I wanted, but we're going to work on that to make sure I get the right numbers weight-wise with the equipment that I'm running. To make sure I'm getting everything dialed in right. Looking at this Second pheno of this ice cream cake. Loving the way the purple's coming out of it. Think I need to incorporate that into the next grow when I run these back again. Not this grow coming up, but here in the future. Hope I can get some of them same pheno traits. But overall, I mean, this is what the tent looking like. Excuse the camera work. I'm just gonna give you a quick overview of what they looking like before I come in and go and chop these ladies down, get them hung up, and go from there. So let's see what we doing. Looking at the bottoms. You know, a little brief look down there. So I said I should have cleaned that up a little bit more. Lottie pop that up. Make sure I get more of airflow through the branches. Something I gotta remember. Put in the notes. Also gotta remember to slow the camera down. But I think this is me fast forwarding it, getting you set up for me to come in and chop them down. Yeah, see, I got the hangers here. Getting these ladies chopped up. Appreciate everybody that's been watching these videos, leaving me a comment. It's duly appreciated. You know, I'll reply back to all my comments. I'm not gonna really bore you too much with just having to sit here and me doing this yapping over here. So I'm gonna fast forward a little bit more, and we're gonna go from there. Get to this next part. Say that.
Well, say that. Now we back. Got the ladies hung up. As you can see, the ladies is hung up. Got them all in here. So they're looking, spreading them out a little bit. We'll come back in a couple of days. See how these ladies is looking. You can see I left the pot in for now. Keep that moisture in check. Also going to turn my humidity back on. Keep it at a roughly a range of a 60-60. But no, that's going to be kind of hard, especially when we get in warmer days and it's kind of offsetting a little bit. So try to hit it in that 62, 63 range and 70 or 65 temperature. And we're going to let these ladies rock from there. They got a lot of veg on them, as y'all can see here. So that's going to take up a lot of the moisture, give it a little slow dry time. And can't wait to see how these ladies turn out. It was real heavy, more of the heavier the plants that I had harvested before. But at the same time, I can see a lot of larf in the undergrowth that I was kind of missing out. Let me get you in here, see what I'm talking about. As y'all can see how it's a little larfy. This one right here got more of the bigger buds down at the bottom. Little popcorn larf with some of the rest of them. You can see back there. Not too bad. That one, no, could have did a little bit better. Got them more densed out. Something that we're gonna put in the books and learn from for the next grow. But till the next time, I'm gonna holler at you. We'll see you back in a couple days, or shall I say, about a week. Say that.
3 weeks later.
Well, say that, say that, say that. What's happening? Yeah, you tuning in to another episode of Say That. 420 buds. This episode is going to be my step one to the way I germinate my seeds. We're going to start a new run, get the 4x4 started. I decided not to run the clones back. As y'all knew, the last run we had Ice Dream Cake, Zittles Glue, and Strawberries and Bananas. Although 3 of them was pretty decent. Just something I don't want to grow back. I want to try something else new. It just didn't make the cut for me. I don't want to just have something to linger around. So I wanted to go with something new, something that I've been wanting to grow. So this is going to be my Seedsman Grow. The first one we're going to grow out is Gorilla Runtz. Then we got Green Crack. Now Green Crack was one of my go-tos back in the day. When I can pull up on my guy, call him up, he tell me he got that Green Crack. Oh, I'm running to him. Tell him to save me some. That Green Crack, Lemon Haze, Blue Widows. Man, them was my top 3. So once I came across this, I said I had to get it in rotation. Couldn't wait to grow it out. So let me, I'm going to do the paper towel method. Some people like to go straight into the dirt. I like the paper towel method. It's a little bit more quicker, in my opinion. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna moist the my paper towel, plant my seed in there, put it in a plastic sandwich bag, store it in a dark, warm place, and it works every time. There's more little plastic there. Excuse me here. Let me dampen my napkin. You don't want it too moist where it's dripping off. Just a little bit. As you see, I'm kind of making a mess here. It's a bad spot to be doing this. Right here on my computer right here. I'm gonna use another paper towel just to get up the excess. This right on top of there. We're gonna set this right on top of there. Along with that water right there. We're gonna let all that just absorb up in there. As we do what we do. Let's fold that up. This one did a little bit more better. Collecting that excess. Do that. We want it kind of like that. Look at my first one. Get this out the way. This one's gonna be my green crack. It's gonna get them ripped open. It's already up top waiting to, can't wait to get out the little container. See, I got 3. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. We're just gonna pop the top. Set all 3 of them on there like that. As you can see. We're just gonna fold this over a little bit. Get them all in the middle. Fold again right there. And then I'm just gonna cover that up just like that. And there we have it. That's the first one. And then we're gonna go with this one. This one's gonna be like gorilla runtz. Someone's telling me this runtz is gonna be kind of fire. I'm looking for a particular terp when I grow the green crack. It's a certain terp that I'm looking for that's going to give me that nostalgia effect. So we just move that one over right there. And we're going to set these on top of each other. Put them in my plastic. Just loop it up like that. That'll work. There you have it right there. We're going to come back in a couple days. See if these ladies sprouted. If they got tap roots. And then we're going to put them into the dirt. I think I'm going to go with go straight into a 1 gallon. And then we're going to go from there to probably a 3 or a 5. I haven't really decided on the size pot they're going to end up in with their final transplant. So stay tuned. And also, If y'all want some great genetics like these, you know, go ahead and check out Seedsman. Use my discount code. Say that. Save you 15% off. Also help this channel out. Be much appreciated. I'm not going to say it helps make good content like this because we're going to always keep doing it, whether you purchase the seeds or not. But it would help a good little good kickback, you know, keeping it $1 with you. So if you like what you see, hit that like button, leave me a comment. Till the next time, we're going to be back in a couple of days. Say that. Well, what's happening? Now we back. This is 3 days later. We're coming in exactly 72 hours, I believe. Yeah, 72 hours since I put these seeds in the paper towel. Checked them throughout the few couple days. See if they germinated. One started to germinate, and the other ones, they were slow. But then later on the day I checked it, they started to pop, all but one. And I came in today to check on them, and let's see what we have. Let's get these out the way. This one is my green crack. Get you her a little closer. You can see what the tap root's looking like. This one right here, it has a little tap root that popped out, but it's going to be pretty good. It might take a little slow growth, but it's showing that it's starting to pop out, so I count it as a good seed. Get that planted. We'll slide over, look at the other one. This one is my gorilla runtz. Let's see if I can get her over here in the camera too. As you can see what her tap root's looking like. So you already know this one was the first one that germinated first. Get you over here so you can see. Back you up a little bit. You can see the comparison. I'm gonna use my bud clips or my bud cups here. We're gonna plant them out into the bud cups using my Seedsman labeler. I only got 2. I gotta order me some more. So we're gonna try to make sure we know which is which. Let me show you how once again with the soil, I'm using Happy Frog soil by Fox Farm. I added a little worm castings and a little perlite. Worm castings for the extra nitrogen, and the perlite is to give us the roots extra aeration. So let me get my little hole poked. Oh, as you can see, I got my clips this time. These are my seed huggers that I got from Growing Old. Growing Old. Won it in a contest. So we'll see how these babies work. Get you set up right here. As you can see him grab this first one. Bam. Sit her right up in there. Bam. And I'm just gonna throw a little dirt over. And there you have it. And got my little water here. I'm just gonna give her a little light water. I'm not gonna do it right now because I don't want to get my desk and stuff all wet. So we're just gonna back you up here before I grab these other three and get them in there. But for now, we're gonna put this planter in here right there so I won't know. I'll forget that that's the gorilla runtz. Grab this other seed, as you can see. Drop that down in there. You see how she is. Move some of this perlite out the way. Just gently throw some dirt over her. Come back over here with this other one. This one has more roots like the first one, or tap roots like the first one. As you can see, I'm gonna get her down there just a little bit more deeper. I'm gonna gently press her in there. Excuse the camera work. Now we got the last one here. You can see what she's looking like one more time. Move some of this perlite over. We're not gonna put her as deep in there. We're just gonna go right on top and brush her over. And there you have it. This is step 2 of germination. Now, stay tuned for step 1 of seedling. We'll be back in a couple days when these ladies pop out of soil. We'll mark down day 1 of the seedling stage. Say that. Yeah, we back. As y'all can see, just started to go with a new route. But start this new run. Get this up and jumped off. This is about a roughly, let me check, 20th, about a week. This is about a week later since I put these ladies in here. They all popped out. You see these 3 over here is green crack, and this one right here is gorilla runtz by Seedsman. If you ever want to get you some nice genetics, help support the channel, use my code SAYDATT, all one word. Help save you some coins on checkout. I duly appreciate all the ones that's been using my code so far. They helped me reach my first 100 mark. I appreciate that. It meant a lot getting that email. Thank y'all for supporting me, showing your love. It means a lot. It means a lot, truly. Say that. Y'all know what it is. So, just got a little water here in this bottle, just a little bit, with fish shit and seaweed extract by Green Rush. No, the fish shit is not by Green Rush. As one of the subscribers said, here's my grandma's Dush bottle. Say that I thought that was hilarious. But fill this up and get these ladies their first little full watering. Get them jump started out. Man, say that. That was hilarious. I read that. I was like, oh, this fool crazy. You know, I appreciate that. They gave me that good old laugh for the day seeing that comment. Okay, get you out the way. Oh, you know, we powering up by Vivo Sunlight. Got it down in on about on the first night, 40%. And let's get your measurements of what's the length. Looks like it's gonna be past a foot, roughly about 18, 17 inches from the top leaf. So just come in, give them a little dosey dose. We get situated here. Excuse me. Get this propped up. So it's kind of on the heel. Get that pulled up there. Let's get this out the way. Get that off that heel there. Now, that's all we gonna do. The ladies ain't gonna need no more than that. We get them started out. Get your hair a little closer. Let you see what they're looking like. This is just when the ball starts. And as you can see, nothing really too exciting. Right now, I mean, we just started our first week. So we're just gonna let these ladies go, see what they do. Hoping for a good harvest with these ladies. Looked like I was starting to get a little stretch, but I did have the light a little bit higher than that when I got it now. So it causes the green crack. I believe the stretch had a little bit more than it would tendally to do, which is ain't gonna be no problem. Just bury it deeper down when I transplant it to its next round, which is gonna be probably roughly, give or take, 3 weeks from now. 2 to 3 weeks. Put it into week 3 of seedling. We're going to transplant it from there. And we're going to see what we have from there. But I'm not going to bore you with week by week till we get something cited. So I'm just going to post up updates, pin them all together till week 1 of veg. Then we can go week by week with the content. Really, I'm going to go with a regiment of a normal schedule of an indoor grow. 4 weeks of veg. And then we're switching it over to flower. So stay tuned. See you on the next update.